Planning your trip. Determining the itinerary. Have you always wondered, how can I best plan my vacation? And how do I get everything to fit in the available time? I can't do magic, but I can help you on your way by cracking the code for planning the perfect dream trip. So, get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. Planning your itinerary is probably the most challenging part of organizing your trip. The difficulty lies in deciding what to see and what to skip. Unfortunately, due to limited time and budget constraints, it's impossible to see everything in one go. So, the tip is simple: prioritize quality over quantity. Still, the big question remains: how do you create a fulfilling itinerary that maximizes your experience without rushing? To plan effectively, you need to consider two key factors. 1. How much time do I have, and where do I start and end my trip? This you've probably already determined in the first step of the process. 2. When do I go? Once you've established these basics, it's time to delve into the details. Firstly, consider your interests and the time available. In my previous videos about travel conditions and tools I showed, it is wise to set your conditions, get your tools, and determine what are the start and end places for your trip. Determine these conditions first will help you in this phase of your planning. Secondly, important factors are: when do I go? One factor in planning your trip is the timing of your trip. When you plan your trip, depends on when you can get time off from work, for example, and which seasonal attractions you want to see. Much sightseeing places are open the whole year, although others are only open in certain times of the year. The latter are often seasonal events like the sakura, autumn colors, or certain festivals like the summer festivals and the snow festivals. So ensure your itinerary aligns with seasonal events. Besides the when, the start and end place are important to know when determine the itinerary. Often, this is dependent on where you can fly to from your country. So it is practical to start or end your trip there, and don't put them halfway your travel order. With the travel period and the start and end point known, it's time start to select your route. My experience shows that this happens in 3 steps. First step is to search, find, and save interesting places. With the basics set, it is time collect interesting places to visit whether these are cities or single sightseeing places. When traveling to Japan, it is nice to make a well-considered choice about what you will visit and what not. To do this, it is useful to know what is available and where they are located. There are various sources that can help you with this, both by location and by field of interest. 2 good sources I recommend are the website of Japan Guide and the Japan National Tourist Organization. Here you can find much information about where are nice places to see based on your interest, or what to see if you want to visit a city like Tokyo. When looking for interesting places, I recommend to save everything you find on your map. By doing this, you get more and more of an overview of where everything is located. The more you collect, the more you can see which places are close together and which are not. Once you have a good idea of what you want to visit, you can create a route from the map. Then determine how long you need the space or item. Second step is to see if it fits your time conditions. You can then determine whether all the places found fit into your available time. You can do this through your timetable in your Excel file. In step 2, you entered all your available time in Excel. Now you can enter the expected time you need per city or attraction. Don't forget to take the travel time between locations into account. Third step is to adjust your route until it fits in the available time. The more accurately you complete your timetable, the better you can estimate whether you will have time left or not enough. With so many sights to see, you will probably find yourself running out of time. This means that you unfortunately have to remove parts. Once you have a solid itinerary, consider logistics such as accommodations and transportation. Don't hesitate to seek assistance from a travel agency for expert advice. With careful planning, your trip to Japan will be a memorable adventure filled with unforgettable experiences. In other videos, I will help you by giving inspiration about interesting places and how to fill your timetable.